Hi all, if you are watching this, you are witnessing my very first YouTube video. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is something I've wanted to do for years, and let me tell you, building up the confidence and just being comfortable being in front of a camera is like main thing for me. And I was really nervous. I was super nervous, but you know what? We only live once. We have to shoot for our dreams. So here I am. I'm going to be doing kind of like a review tutorial on the little Briar Rose palette we got by Storybook Cosmetics. We received this in our Boxycharm box, and I'm going to go ahead and give you an honest review. Although you can already see the makeup look I created, you'll have to stay tuned and go ahead and watch to see how everything performs. Alright, so we're going to dive right in. I have already primed my eyes. I've set them. Almost set them. I'm just going to add a little bit of white, kind of like translucent powder. That's how I like to set my eyes. December, soon you'll be home with me. All right, we are going to dive right in. My eyes are prepped, set, ready to go. And I think the first shade I'm going to go ahead and dive into is, I like Briar Rose. We'll go ahead and dip that in with a nice fluffy brush and just start gently putting that in as a transition shade. A little bit of pigment. See if it's buildable. This shade is really not as pigmented as I figured. It's Briar Rose, and I just feel like you really have to build it up to kind of get any sort of pigmentation. But once you build it up, it's rather stunning. I've dipped in like 5 times though, so just know that they are pretty, but they will require just a few dips to build up the color. Not bad. All right. Once that's blended out in the creases, I'll go ahead and just take a clean brush and buff it all out. Perfect. So in case you want to know a little bit about myself, this is my very first YouTube video. It takes quite a bit of motivation to get yourself to sit here and get in front of a camera and get going. It's been something I've wanted to do for quite a long time, but just kind of never had the courage to go for it. And you know what? Today I'm taking a beating. We're into the new year next year. Month. And we're going for it. So the next color I think I'm going to take on a smaller blending brush is Grim. Just faint amount. I'm not too sure how pigmented these are yet. And just kind of focus that right actually in the crease. Windshield wiper motions. That's pretty. Same thing on the other side. Just directly in that crease. As before, when we used that transition shade, we went just a little bit higher. I'm keeping this one lower. Perfect. I really like the way that looks. Gave it a little bit of a definition in just a short time. And I'm just building it up a little more. I really like the intenseness that these two colors make. Just kind of like a smoky eye on them, just naturally. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush and blend that out. Perfect. Lots of blending it does take though. It doesn't seem to blend so well, but we'll work with it. Not bad. I just feel like it needs a little more blending. I don't like that harsh. Alrighty. Perfect. Then I'm gonna take a smaller, almost like packing brush, I guess. And I'm gonna go in with this blue shade right here. It's called Prince. And we're gonna focus that on the corner. Oh, that's pretty stunning. Start out subtle with blues, and then you can build them. I like to just kind of focus it right in the side. I take that blue and I dabbled it into my outer corner, and you just start blending that in with the other color. Blues are kind of hard for me to work with, but I really do try my best. I'll get it down one day. And then you know what? I'm going to dabble in with the same color just to deepen that up a little bit. And blend. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and take I'm gonna take that Briar Rose color, the first shade that I worked with, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put that all over my lower lash line. Take a fluffier brush and blend that out. Next, we're going to go in with Castle, and I'm just going to take that with my finger, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it over here on the first half. That shade is absolutely stunning and very, very buildable. I always like to use my shimmer shades with my finger. I feel like it just applies a lot better. And then you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that Prince color, which was that blue, and just focus it very close to my waterline. And we're going to take that all the way across. Then I'm going to even bring it up to connect those. I would not recommend pulling on your eye like that. This palette is actually pretty stunning. I'm really impressed. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and just take some more of that Briar Rose, and I'm going to blend these two colors just to make it a little more soft. Also blend that blue. Pretty beautiful palette. I do like the way that came out. Alright, so I'm going to dip into the shade. You know, there's really not a very good highlighting color in this, so I'm just going to take my Brooklyn Hill and Morphe palette, and I'm going to take in light, and I'm going to go ahead and just give a little bit of highlight with that color. I love this as a highlight, inner corner highlight. It's just absolutely stunning. And a little bit of the brow. I am not like just, oh, there goes my Brooklyn Hill palette. I like to blend it, but I'm not one that really keeps up on maintenance, so my eyebrows probably look absolutely hideous right now. And just to give this look a little bit of oomph, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Urban Decay Heavy Metals Glitter Eye eyeliner in Gamma Ray. Gamma, who knows? And I'm going to go ahead and just add that just a little bit over here. It's going to give a little oomph. I mean, we are in the holiday season. Get a little bit of oomph in our life. And that just brings it up a notch. Very beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh, my thoughts on this palette are very good. I actually really enjoy it. And now that we have completed the eye look, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face. I'm going to take No Problem Primer. Just add a little bit of squirt of that. I like to focus it kind of on my T-zone and my forehead. You know what? Just spread it all over. That is another item that I got in my Boxycharm, the No Problem, and it has been my go-to primer. I love the way it feels. It really reminds me of the Professional by Benefit. Just kind of really silky, soft, smooth, and it smells really good too. Alright, and then I just got this new foundation and I've been using it. It's kind of alright. I think I got the wrong color, but it is the Kokie Cosmetics 24-hour full coverage foundation, and I got the shade 20C. I feel like I could have done a different shade, but you know, it works. All right. I know I probably do foundation a lot different than any YouTuber you've seen, but we're gonna roll with it. Because as long as it looks good in the end, it doesn't matter how you apply it. All right, just make sure you have clean hands before you do that. And then I actually take a big palm brush, kabuki brush, and it's kind of been my go-to brush. Like, this thing knocks out foundation in seconds flat. One thing I have noticed with this foundation though is if you do get it on your eyebrows, it really, really gumps up. All right, I feel like I got a nice base layer. Then I kind of just like to take a little more for our touch-ups. And this is the part that I do use the blender. And just on some places where I feel like I need a little more coverage. I kind of started breaking out just a couple days ago and it's terrible. So anyway, my New Year's resolution was to get out of my comfort zone and film a video and get the ball going. You only live once, and how do you know if you're going to succeed if you don't try? And I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many people that are trying on YouTube. There's no way that I'm going to ever succeed. But you know, give it a shot, give it a wing, see what happens. Next, I'm going to use the Benefit Hello Flawless Powder Foundation. And I'm Cute as a Bunny is my shade. Just a big foundation brush and pat that on. Patting motions is really good to keep it kind of locked in instead of just spreading the foundation you just put on. It just keeps it a nice coverage. My hair is going bonkers. Really make sure I blend in where my face is. Connects to my hairline. Alright, so I went ahead and put a little bit of mascara on my lower lash lines. Fixed up my brows just a bit. I'm not real big about brows, but I'm going to go ahead and try out this Too Faced matte melted lipstick that we also got in our Boxycharm. I got the color Cool Girl, and I actually feel like it will look alright. Might be a little too cool for the eye look, but at least we're trying it out. I really don't like the applicator on this. It's super stiff. Like it doesn't move when I try to do the shape of my lip. Just a little too cool for this eyeshadow look, but we're trying it out. That's what this is about. I'm just trying it out. Alright, so here is the finished look. So like I said, I wasn't too fond of the lipstick shade, so I went ahead and changed that. I feel like this one kind of suits just a little more better. And all in all, here's the final makeup look. So my final thoughts on this palette is that is absolutely stunning. I really enjoy the way that this look turned out. The palette will definitely be getting put to use more. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Show me some love. And I'll see you on my next makeup tutorial. Bye!